Yay guys, it's me Al. Welcome to a new episode. I hope you're doing good. Alright, today I'm gonna do the World Cup review. But you all know that this year's World Cup happened in Russia, so that's the reason it was called 2018 Russia World Cup. And even Russia, the host, did really well in the World Cup. First of all, there were a lot of unbelievable things, shocking things, and some of the best goals in the whole history of World Cups happened in the World Cup. Everything will be discussed. First thing, one of the most unbelievable things happened in the World Cup was Germany was knocked out in the group stage. That was so unbelievable. They had a lot of good players like Ozil. They had Marco Reus, that Tony Kroos. They had Matt Hummels, Jerome Boateng. They had a lot of good players. Kimmich, but they couldn't qualify from the group stage, and that was disappointing for me too. Like I like Germany, but every people they'll be disappointed because that's really unbelievable, and the players were disappointed too. And that was that was so shocking. When I saw in the group stage in the group Sweden and Mexico were qualified, and both teams were really good. And I just want to say that Mexico's win over Germany gave gave a really good confidence level, increased the confidence level of Mexico and decreased the confidence level of Germany. Maybe that's the reason, but still, one thing you cannot forget from Germany's group stage: Tony Kroos' goal against Sweden, I believe, because that goal was just the most memorable. I think not most, maybe that was a really memorable goal. I'm sure Tony Kroos will never forget that goal because that was just unexpected, I could say. Because when Tony Kroos did that, you could see Marco Reus' face. He was like, he just gave it the pass. But when that was a goal, they were so happy, including Marco Reus, including Kroos. Everybody was so happy. They celebrated. That was great. And one more thing was, yeah, the Switzerland and Brazil matchup that ended as a draw. It was amazing. It was so good. So that was really unbelievable thing too. Switzerland are a really good team, but in the world rankings, Brazil are second, and if they get a draw against Switzerland, that's unbelievable. And one more thing is Lewandowski's Poland was last in the group. Again, and they had Colombia, Senegal, and Japan. And Japan and Colombia was qualified. They were last. Poland was last. At least Lewandowski can give 3 points, maybe. But no depending on one player. Every player should do good. That's for the group stage, I think. Then some of them were Russia. Russia was so good in the group. First match it was Russia versus Saudi Arabia. Russia won. Then it was Russia versus Egypt. Russia won. Then Uruguay, they were top in the group, 9 points. They won against Russia. Well, one thing that Uruguay was the only team in the World Cup that got all 9 points without conceding one goal. Okay, Croatia got also 9 points, but they didn't concede one goal. Yeah, Croatia. Croatia, okay. Against Iceland, I thought, yeah, Croatia would win. Against Nigeria, no, not against, yeah, against Nigeria, I thought, yeah, they would win. But against Argentina, 3-0. Okay, first goal, Andre Rebic scored. That was a mistake from Caballero. Then I was like, okay, Argentina can come back. Then Luka Modric scored a rocket. That was some historic goal, guys. That changed and the entire feeling of Argentina players because they were like they lost their hope, but still Argentina did good against Nigeria, and then the Rakitic goal that gave a 3-0 victory. That was so good, and they got 9 points and they got qualified. Next, one more thing was Croatia was the team. I thought they would be exhausted, they would be so tired, but still they played really well because they played a lot of minutes. And they played a lot of extra times, and that was so hard for them. And then then it came as the one more memorable moment is, yeah, Russia versus Spain. It's not the group stage. That was so good. That was so good. First of all, Spain scored, then Russia scored. Russia was so good. And the penalties, their goalkeeper saved the day. At that time, the world really praised a lot Russia. Russia the host, and if they did really well. That's sure one of the best matches of Russia. Or maybe they felt really happy because defeating Spain, who were the former champions in 2010. I believe that time they'll be so happy, guys. And one more match that was so good is, wow, France versus Argentina. That was so cool, guys. First, Argentina took the lead. I believe it was 4-3. First, Argentina took the lead. It was 1, then 2-0, I think, then 1-1. I don't remember. Forget it, guys. Benjamin Pavard's goal. Benjamin Pavard's goal. That made him one of the best right backs in the entire European football. And many teams wanted to sign him, so that's really great. And that goal against Argentina was really good as Benjamin Pavard. That was so long distance, and if he scored that, that means he's a really talented footballer. And the next, yeah, it was a similar goal by Nacho, Nacho Fernandez against Portugal, I believe. That goal, Portugal versus Spain was an interesting contest. In the Nacho's goal was really good. It hit the post and went inside. Ronaldo was really a really beast in the World Cup. He scored 4 goals, and that was great. And then Brazil got knocked out by Germany, an own goal by Fernandinho. But still, Brazil did a goal by Renato Augusto. That was a great header. He was a super sub, I think. And yeah, Japan versus Belgium. After the match, everybody said that they are the counterattacks specialist. They had a lot of counterattacks and they made the most of it. And all the 3 goals, I believe, no, not all, but 2 goals, I think, are scored by counterattacks. The first goal by Vertonghen. What a header it was! What a header! It was! So good. And then it was the last goal by Chadli, third goal. It was so good. Fellaini even scored in that match. Both sub, 2 sub, Nacer Chadli and Fellaini scored. Nacer Chadli's goal was so happy. Like, they were so happy, Belgium, and Japan, they were sad. Then it was, the semi-final, Croatia versus England. Wow. Mario Mandzukic, the winner. That was a great goal. Completely defense was, really shocked. They couldn't save the ball. So Mario Mandzukic took the most of it and scored. Croatia was really good. Then Croatia versus Russia was a great, interesting matchup too. And the final. First, France scored. And that's a great free kick by Griezmann, but it was an own goal. Then amazing goal by Perisic. Perisic scored an amazing goal there. The same one Perisic scored against England, like a karate kick. That was great too. And then it was the last goal by Mbappe in versus France. It was great too. That goal was really interesting. That Mbappe was a wonderkid. When he was in Monaco, he did really well. That's the reason he got loaned to PSG, and PSG signed him. The goal of Mbappe was really cool there, and then all the players did really well. So guys, these are some important events in the World Cup. Comment down below, how did you feel when you saw the World Cup? I wanted, when the World Cup ended, I was a little sad because I thought it ended fast, though it had 1 month. When you get interested so much in a thing, and when it ends, you think it's fast. Comment down below, how was the World Cup, guys? 2018 Russia World Cup. So this is the review of the 2018 World Cup. Alright, guys. So see you later in the next episode.